In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why y'all should keep it on your watch list. We're also going to look at the overall market and discuss what to expect tomorrow to get you guys ready as always. Y'all, let's dive right into the charts right off the bat. We got the SPY, and today was kind of choppy. Today's candle was not that big. The range wasn't that big. As you can see, we're gonna zoom in. The market decided to give us another doji, right? These are dojis. This is a gravestone doji. All right, this is a very small candle. And right now, this is another doji. It didn't give us a day like this, whether green or red, all right? And those days are what we really want. These days are what we desire the most, all right? Where there's a lot of opportunities to make money. But we might see some volatility kick in very soon. The market has been flat for quite some time. This is like the third in a row. Tomorrow, I have to lean a little bit. I have to lean neutral until we see how we open. All right. I want to lean bearish. I do, because we're trading near all-time highs. And as I always tell you guys, you have to be careful when you trade near all-time highs. When the market moves like this, individual sectors are doing their own thing. Money is flowing into one sector, pushing it really high, and also taking another sector on the left, kind of like what we've seen with the tech stocks and the small cap stocks. All right. But right now, again, I'm just going to tell you to be very patient with the overall market. It's going to make a decision very soon. So just be prepared for it. Be prepared for it. Now, let's look at the VIX. With the VIX, this one is still slowly going down. It hasn't filled the gap at the bottom yet at 13 bucks. It hasn't. It might fill it tomorrow if it decides to chop again. The VIX fell, but the SPY really went nowhere, as you can see right here. All right, slow fade down, and then SPY is just flat. So we'll see what happens with this one. Now, the stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow that all of you should be keeping in your watch list is more like a sector, and that sector is none other than the Chinese sector. It's Baidu. All right, and Baidu had a decent day today. First and foremost, it had a bullish pennant that was cooking for quite some time. This is a small one. I'm going to show you guys another one. There's a bullish pennant right here, and then immediately just sprint out the gates today and goes up to 114. Not quite to where I thought it could go, all right, but the move might actually be delayed. So this is the first reason. Again, I got multiple reasons. This is the first reason to keep on watch. The bullish pennant that you see right here, it has a lot of room to the upside, and it hasn't proven to be fake yet. Now, the problem is this: it has earnings tomorrow morning. All right. Now, with the Chinese sector, there are some stocks that when they report earnings and they have a massive move, like a lot of all the Chinese stocks move in that direction as well. It's either it moves from that or from when the Chinese government decides to throw in some stimulus in the Chinese market and pump up these stocks. All right, it happens. It happened frequently with the Chinese sector, and then it tends to zigzag. But these are the two reasons that I can think of that makes China itself gap up like this, right, and like this. So I'm leaning bullish on it. I think the reaction is going to be bullish for the first reason. And the second reason is this. The second reason is the 1 hour. We're going to zoom out, and then we're going to continue zooming out. All right. The second reason is this. We got another bullish pennant on the chart right here. All right. The bullish pennant, this one takes precedence because it's bigger and it's behaving well. Even though it's chopping like this, it's behaving really well. Like on this day right here, when this thing pops out, the pattern is clean when the alert at the bottom at 109 never rings. And as you can see, it never ringed. It never ringed. It's still going. It's still going. So I have no reason to believe that's fake. If earnings wasn't in the way, because it is in the way. If it wasn't in the way, I would tell y'all to watch it for a long, all the way up to 125 bucks. All right. I think the reaction is going to be positive and it's going to go up there. It will make sense for the structure that's there already. All right. Now, that's the second reason. Let's see if there's a third reason on here. Let's look at the daily at 125. Okay, now, okay. The third reason is because of the other Chinese stocks in the sector. We're gonna look at Baba. And Baba. Now that I look at the daily, I kind of see a head. I kind of see a head right here, and then I see a left shoulder right here. And then I see the right shoulder, which actually chopped and now is slowly going upward. All right. There is a giant gap to fill all the way up to 87. And I've been telling you guys before with the Chinese sector, something needs to happen to cause that spark because it's been demolished for so long. All right. And I think Baidu might be it. I think Baidu might be it. All right. So there is a reverse head and shoulders on here with the neckline being right here at $78. All right. Now we're going to zoom in. All right. Here's another reason. We have the 1 hour chart, and on the 1 hour charts, there is an ascending triangle on the 1 hour chart that popped out just like Baidu did. All right, this one doesn't have earnings, so the price target for it again when a pattern behaves really well, the alert right here at 77 should never ring, never ring. If it rings, get out. All right, but right now it's not. It hasn't ringed at all. It gapped up, it stayed up, it's holding, and it's at 77.75. The price target on this one is where the alert is at 82 at first. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take to get all the way up to 87 bucks. I don't know, all right? But the only way, at least the only way for it to get there tomorrow is for Baidu to have stellar earnings and to crush it, all right? So that's the only way we might see that big move. The other stock that we're going to look at in the Chinese sector is FUTU. And FUTU, I share this one with you guys again. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel, I share this one with you guys for a move up to 58 bucks. All right. It's been playing games. It's been chopping. Sometimes this happens. I did say the alert right here should never ring after a breakout. Sometimes it does ring, which is kind of annoying. All right. And you have to keep following up with the stock to see how it behaves and to see if it actually wants to behave well again. In this situation, it looks like it kind of wants to. And the big move heavily relies on the reaction to the Baidu earnings. All right. So all eyes on China tomorrow. All eyes on China. Now, the next stock that we're going to look at, somebody asked me a question in the comment section about WM. And WM, I shared this one with you guys. Congratulations to anybody who made some money on it. I shared it with you guys right after earnings, right after we saw this thing at 190, 199. All right. It took a sweet time. The next day, right after I released that video, it dropped a little bit. And then eventually, it went up slowly and went up to $204. Like I told you guys, it would. It wasn't clean. It wasn't pretty. But it eventually got there. So if you had the patience, if you had the patience to pick your entries wisely and to wait patiently for this really slow stock, you should have made a lot of money on it, and congratulations. Now the question was, is it going to get to 210? Honestly, it got to 209, and I would just say don't be greedy. All right, the market is looking kind of sus right now. Those candles are looking very small, so don't be greedy. Collect your money. If it shows another structure that's good, again, take that trade. If it doesn't, then just leave the stock alone. All right, long term, this is a wonderful stock. Probably, if I don't want to say it's the strongest stock, but it is one of the strong. It's the garbage stock, guys. This one uptrend for years and years and years. Again, it's gonna pull back. It's gonna go up again. Eventually, it's gonna get to 300. Eventually, right? Probably in like 3 to 4 years. But for right now, I'm just gonna tell y'all, don't be greedy. It did its thing, and now wait for a new structure to appear. Now, somebody asked me a question about Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. It's been a while since I've discussed this one. Now, Tesla had a bullish pennant on the charts. It broke out at 196 yesterday. It gapped up today, and it decided to play games. It decided to immediately just, like anybody who swung long, took their money right here, and then the stock gave everybody a second chance to get out right here. And then what the stock decided to do is to show a descending triangle right there that broke down at 1125 right here. And it went all the way to where it's supposed to go. Ideally, it should go a little bit lower. It should. But as of right now, it's not looking too great for bulls. Unless we get back above 203. Unless we get back above that point, I think we're gonna go downwards. All right, because it's not supposed to do this. I honestly thought it was going to go all the way up to 250, at least 215 today, before the double top appeared, and definitely before the descending triangle appeared. All right, so that's my thoughts on it. Looking at it on the bigger picture, yeah, the weekly chart is still bearish, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, the weekly chart is still bearish. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Last stock. I think this one is going to be interesting tomorrow. That stock is EME. Now, EME looks like this. It's really, really strong, kind of like the garbage truck. All right. Now, it has earnings. It's reporting earnings tomorrow. I think it's going to be one of these situations where we gap up a lot. And by gapping up, I'm thinking about a move all the way up to $294. And then if it opens higher, we immediately fade back down. All the way down towards 276. All right, so watch this one. It's very, very elevated, and there's a lot of room to the downside. So just keep it on your watch list for a potential day trade. That's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, remember, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday, exactly 10 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way YouTube notifies you whenever I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma and the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.